October 30th, 2014. I was in the locker room getting dressed and grabbing my gear for soccer practice. My bro Matt Joes was in the gym lobby and invited me to the Beautiful Mind Tour, which was making a stop in Chicago. I would get to see Jon Bellion alongside DJ Rhetoric, Black Keys, and the Beautiful Mind Band for the total of $12. The only issue was getting there. Doors open at 7. I had soccer from 3:30 to 5:30 and I needed to take the train back to my neighborhood, which would put me there around 6:15. Then I had to walk my dog, do the dishes, take out the trash, make dinner, and find a way out of dinner so I could beat the traffic. Also, my parents weren't too fond of me staying out too late in downtown Chicago. So I told them I would be helping out at the high school's lock-in, which was actually taking place a week later. We even got our shirts a month in advance, so I was gold, and so was the shirt. I devised the blueprint, carried out the deception, and it was time for the execution. I couldn't stop thinking about it the entire time I was doing soccer drills, which were only going to help our Bengals lose by 2 goals instead of 3. When I got home, my dog already relieved herself on the newspapers. Matt came to my place and helped me with chores. On his way over, he picked up some food for my parents. I called them to let them know I had to be at the lock-in. They heard my dog bark and they asked why I was at home, so I told them that the gymnasium doors opened at 7 and I stopped at home to make sure everything was done. They were pleasantly surprised with my maturity, thanked me for the trouble, and I left the door a free man. Flashback, I remember when I first found Bellion. I was on YouTube and I found a gem in the suggestions. It was Bellion's angelic cover of The Motto by Drake. Nothing like the original, it had different production to back up the singing. I continued down the late night YouTube marathon onto his 2013 mixtape, Translations Through Speakers. Check out Life, Dead Man Walking, and What Up Snow from that project. It wasn't soon after I followed his social media pages that he was set to release his second mixtape titled The Separation, which includes Jim Morrison, When the Lions Come, and Superman, The Gift and the Curse. I already knew this man was extremely unique, being one of the only people in music that can sing, rap, and produce, but he began posting to YouTube with clips of making his songs, and I was able to appreciate the small details and remember how each decision was made, how each part was created, and how each song came together. Between 2013 and 2014, he became one of my favorite artists. Fast forward, it was a brisk night in the Windy City. The streets around the venue were packed. Where we were standing, the venue wasn't in sight. I had my hands in my pockets and watched more people pile in behind me. A Bellion favorite, Jim Morrison, was sung from front to back as everyone chanted the chorus in unison. When we got inside, DJ Rhetoric played a lot of popular songs as an opening act, and then it was time for the main event. Bellion sounded incredible live. He even had a beat machine to keep the songs fresh. The night was a dream come true, except for getting cups of beer tossed from the balcony to the general admission. Luckily, I hadn't changed into my lock-in shirt, so I put it on and saved myself a talk when I got home. Bellion's popularity skyrocketed with the release of the third mixtape, The Definition, which included songs Run Wild and Luxury. He scored big, producing and writing the massive hit records Trumpets by Jason Derulo and The Monster by Eminem and Rihanna. His use of instruments to capture any atmosphere, lyrics that tell a story, and crossover appeal with a blend of hip-hop and pop is unrivaled. He can paint a picture like no other, and that was evident with the release of The Human Condition, which incorporated the artwork of David Lohaya to have an image accompany each song. Many agree that the album's music is reminiscent of Disney soundtracks. I'm still completely in love with the idea of Bellion scoring a future movie. But now, in 2018, Jon had the opportunity to capitalize on the success of The Human Condition, which catapulted him into the stardom with hit songs All Time Low, Guillotine, and Overwhelming. But the creativity on Glory Sound Prep will separate his most radio-friendly songs from anything else on the charts. Of course, he is a genius at making music that can blend different genres, but the way he does it on GSP is unique. Backing his singing and rapping combination with simple drum patterns and epic orchestras, Bellion didn't shy away from hiring anyone to help it make his dream come to life. Songs like Conversations with My Wife, JT, and The Internet will draw attention from the mainstream crowd, but you have to check out Let's Begin if you're into an all-out rap session from the likes of Bellion, RZA, and Black Keys. Check out Blue if you want a catchy and cute love song, and Adult Swim if you want to hear one of the best songs of 2018, a song that features beat switches with a radio tuner sound effect that highlights when you need a wake-up call, a flow that changes like the seasons, lyricism to get you through your life, and a message that will give you the power to do anything and everything. At Glory Sound Prep, Bellion is a teacher and class is in session. Listen to the words, don't sleep. Open the app where you listen to the music, find the album, and turn the volume all the way up. I'm Rob Segovia.